is grabbed, and he's going to be sacked.
Broncos country, what is going on? I didn't change my name to David Talks Broncos. I got to do that. But we're here for Empower Hour. I messed it up again. Keep calling it Empower
Keep the streak
Hour.
alive, you know?
Dude, we're still waiting for the sponsorship. Dude, we have the great Respect My Cousin here. Maybe we'll have some Jerry Jeudy trivia for him or Alex Singleton. We'll have to see. But definitely no Lakers talk in here. You know, all Nuggies, baby. That's what we're doing. But guys, if you're just now tuning in, last week we did some Mile High Mind Games courtesy of Mark. And we're going to give it a go and hope it works out this time, right? So
let's do it, baby.
Yeah. Unless we got anything to discuss, should we just get into the games? Shall we have some fun?
Yeah. I can't think of anything to talk about.
It's kind of slow, man. It's kind of slow. I was hoping we get some news, but there hasn't been much. So
off season.
It is.
The only thing was Rex Ryan in that shirt. What did he say?
Oh, I forgot what it said. Let me go back and see if I can find it. That shit was funny.
I don't remember.
Yeah, one of y'all can find it. Yeah, LeBron trades soon, man.
It said just here to bang. Yeah, two chicks around his arms. Yeah, just here to bang.
We almost hired him instead of Vance Joseph. Remember?
And then it has a little firework on it.
Oh man, that's too bad. It's too bad. You know, we'll be all right with Vance Joseph, though. You know, we'll be all right.
It's a rough visual from Rex, yeah.
Rookies report in 8 days. We're getting close. And fun fact, is that still the same amount of wins the Rockies have? 8? Or have they reached 10 wins yet?
I don't even know.
I think they're almost at 20, bro.
Yeah, I think they're more than that.
Oh, man. It's been
They went on a little bit of a heater, you know? They went on a little mid-season heater, and even they figured out a way to have an all-star. I guess their catcher is an all-star.
Wow.
This is how you know it's the off
right.
season, because I actually know like 2 facts about the Rockies. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Courtesy of Eli, he's coming in here saying, horsepower hour, baby. Let's get it. Side note, Mark can throw down on the grill. So $10 over, I'm guessing, your way. Mark, what are you grilling right now, man?
My man. No, we had a really fun little 4th of July barbecue with like a little picnic at the park. And of course, so Eli is my wife's cousin. I've known him for a long time, way before I actually met my wife, and their family's gargantuan. So I went to Costco and bought like 927 burgers, or whatever it was. But I was the one chefing it, man. It was the first time I've ever, this might make me sound like an amateur, but it's the first time I ever grilled on like just a charcoal grill. Like I had to light my fire and light the charcoal and all that. But it was a fun experience, and apparently it was a hit, so that's cool.
Dude, let's go, man. Let's go. It sounds like we need to do, a Broncos trip with you grilling, man. Just going to say.
Yeah, bro. A little empower hour, horsepower hour type of grill session.
Might I say, what I posted in the David Talks Broncos Discord, if you're not in it, you don't see it, but Afghanistan's doors are wide open for U.S. tourism. Pretty fun.
Real.
Empower hour trip, man, out to Afghanistan. I think it would be fun.
Wow.
Man, I've always wanted to go there. So
what about
I will tell y'all some Afghani food though. There's a place actually here locally. Maybe we'll go eat there instead.
It looked delicious. It looked delicious on the video,
banging.
man.
It's banging. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
wow.
real good.
Interesting.
It's like LA street. It's like a New York street food if you've ever had it.
Nice.
Well,
good stuff.
I'm down with it, but right now I'm super down with Mile High Mind Games.
Let's do it.
Mark, take it away. I'll do my best to hit these numbers and stuff when they're asked.
Oh, I love it. I'll keep track here too, man. So I'll see. We got Kodiak's team 1. So Kodiak, congratulations, brother. You're going first, man.
Well, thank you.
And
I mean, I
who
got
was it? It was Jeremy. I think Jeremy wiped the floor with y'all last week, right? So let's try to get him back. I did make these a
Yeah.
little bit more difficult on some. So
Like
yeah,
the
it's gonna have to-
500s, are they actually going to be difficult this time? You know,
so it depends. Like there's a few of these topics they're all hard, but I just found I found the answers to be more interesting than anything. So
Yeah.
we'll get with it. But Kodiak, take it away, my man.
All right, yeah. Oh man, there's a lot of really good stuff we can choose from here. Why don't we? If you guys can hear that, that's my cat meowing in the background. I'm sorry, but let's do then versus now for 300. I'm just gonna test the waters real quick to see.
oh, this looks better. Gonna
Oh
do
wow,
this.
that's fire.
Is there a cat meowing right now?
Yeah, hold on.
All right.
I'm gonna let my cat out real quick.
Shut that
What?
cat up.
Is that in my head?
You have to let a cat out? I thought they just get out.
He's keeping him trapped.
Gotta grab my foam head for when I'm pumped up. Right. Okay. Which one did Kodiak say?
300 then and now.
Then versus now for
Oh,
300.
okay. All right. I'll get. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and click it.
Oh wow, we actually.
We don't
have
want nobody
graphics.
in the chat now cheating, all right? So try
Yeah.
not to cheat.
Yeah. Kodiak, you better
Yeah,
not
no
be
cheating.
looking at the live chat with this.
Yeah. He's like, hold on a second, I gotta let my cat out for the 5th time while I'm
Yeah.
while it's my turn.
For the 29th time. And then Jeremy, just so you know, to reveal the answer, you might be able to click, but you can just hit the space bar if that doesn't work.
Oh, okay. Cool. Cool.
All right, Kodiak. Who has more interceptions in their Broncos career? Peyton Manning or Jake Plummer?
I saw this guy throw 4 interceptions in person. So just based on the fact that he was, I think, a 4-year starter, and that was longer, I'm gonna go with Peyton.
They were both 4 years.
Didn't he throw
Well-
5 interceptions in the game?
Yeah,
Wow.
he did. There you go. 300 points. Manning got 43, Plummer 47. I was actually surprised how close it was. I thought Plummer threw more.
Wait, Manning
It
threw
felt like
53
more.
interceptions in his Broncos career?
Yeah, I think most of those were in the final year.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was a rough.
I know. That's what I was thinking of.
15.
I was thinking of 2015, and I was like,
He also had 55 touchdowns in one season. So
Dude,
that
that's
makes up for it.
insane.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Nicely done.
Well done, sir. Let's go, David. You're up next, my man.
Oh, okay. Oh man. Well, I'm I just need to get a layup going, right? Gonna go Broncos alma mater 100.
Okay, where did John Elway go to college?
Oh, okay. Thought the answer was John Elway.
I was like, wow, this is really easy.
No, sorry. Yeah, I should have prefaced. So I just, instead of writing it all out, I was like, alma mater. You
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
guess
that
Oh, I get
this
it.
person's college.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Where the great Andrew Luck also went to college, Stanford University.
Let's go, baby. Nice.
The Cardinal.
Yes.
The Cardinals. All right, Jeremy. As you saw Eli's odds, you are the current favorite at minus 100.
I know, I gotta
Even
keep it
money
up.
right now if you bet on Jeremy.
Yeah, I got to keep it up. All right, let's do then and now 500 because I got
Oh my
strategies.
God.
All right. Who has a higher interception percentage? All right, so we know what that means, right?
Yes,
Looks
Jay
hard.
Cutler
per
or Jake
pass.
Plummer?
Dude. Man, they both are kind of gunslingers. I'll go Cutler. I don't know. That's a guess.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy getting lucky. Click on it. Look how close that was, dude. Cutler 3%, Plummer at 2.9. That is correct.
All
All
right.
right.
Wow. Dude,
So,
that was a
coming out
500
swinging.
one? Man.
And he's smart, bro. He's taking the 50-50 ones. He's smart. You gotta love it.
Cutler is the ultimate epic quarterback. Like the ultimate.
I saw some crazy things when I was looking these up, man. Like I don't know when it was in the 60s. The Broncos had a guy that was a punter, but I think played some quarterback.
Mhm.
And he literally threw an interception like 21% of the times, and he had over 100 attempts.
Wow.
He had like 103 attempts and threw like 20 picks. It was absolutely insane. I've never heard of the guy. He was labeled as a punter, but like I said, I think he played some games at quarterback.
That's like the Kendall Hinton like strategy, but just keep throwing.
Just straight. Yeah. He had 100% completion percentage when you talk about like both teams.
Damn. Yeah, exactly. Nothing hit the ground.
That's
All
awesome.
right.
All right.
Kodiak.
All right.
Kodiak, we're back to you, bro.
All right. Let's keep it going with Broncos alma mater. I'll hit the 300 again.
All right.
Eddie Royal. Where did he go to college?
Virginia Tech.
That's well done.
Yeah.
And fast, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice
Good.
job. That was good shit, man. I like it. We're cruising. All right, David.
I posted a reel about Eddie Royal, and then I realized it got no views because I was covering my mic. So
Oh, nice.
I got to repost it.
That's
but
the royal treatment, bro.
Yeah.
you,
That's right.
you know, him and Marvin Mims both have like super long touchdowns against the Browns. I find that interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we gotta have Jeremy stop going and getting these 50-50 ones. So I'm gonna do then versus
There you
now
go.
400.
All right. Who has more receiving yards in their Broncos career? Demaryius Thomas or Shannon
It
Sharpe?
has to be Shannon Sharp. It has to be.
Is that your final answer?
Oh my!
Wow.
It is Demaryius Thomas, bro.
Wow.
I know. I know. I was
Damn,
surprised
that's
by
a
that.
good
too.
question. 'Cause
Dude,
I
his,
was-
his
I-
career at the Broncos was like twice as long. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what
I was
thinking.
shocked by that too. But DT, man, he had those years with Peyton.
those years with Peyton, just man, he just balled.
I think he's like he
1760.
might even be second all time in Broncos history.
Yeah,
I
I
think
thought
he-
he
I
was
think
second
he
all
is.
time.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah.
You know what? I did know that, but I thought that
So
was
odd.
amongst wide receivers.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I thought too. Yeah.
Yeah, so that makes sense though. Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
There you go. We're all learning something. All right,
Yeah.
David is still in the shitter going over to Germany.
All right, let's do Mile High Moments 500.
Okay.
You know what? You know what I'm gonna do for you next week, David?
Give me a cheat sheet.
No, I'm gonna make it a buffs. I'm gonna make a buffs column for you, bro.
Oh yes,
You just sit there, and they're all gonna be 500.
dude. Let's go. Alfred Williams.
There's no chance. There's no. I would be. Listen, is this whose question is this?
This is mine.
Jeremy.
Jeremy. If you get this, bro, mad respect. I remember
Yeah.
this happening. I forgot
did
his name, but I had to
I did.
Google it.
Right.
This
that's right.
Broncos kicker made a 65-yard field goal, which would have been a team record, but it was in the preseason.
Yeah, I remember this too, but I don't. Give me a sec. I know counting like you can count me. God, it's on like the tip of my tongue too because I remember him doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know who he. Well, we'll see. We'll
I'm
see.
gonna look this.
I'm
up.
not going to help Jeremy.
It's not. It's someone weird, but
Yeah. name.
that's why it's hard to
What,
remember.
did he
because
happen to be a lefty?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, it was somebody weird because it was like we're just gonna give him a try. Like that
You can
was-
click on it.
Yeah, click
This
on
is
it.
more just
I don't
like
know.
I didn't
I
expect
don't know.
anyone to get it, but
Right.
crazy. His name is
Oh,
Ola
okay.
Kimmerin.
I would
And the
not have got
crazy
that.
thing about this man is he got cut, obviously, because we had Jason Elam, and he never got a chance to kick in the NFL again. He played at like NFL Europe, and that was it. And the
What
dude
the-
was nice.
After making a 65-yard field goal, he never got a chance again.
You can read about him on Cameron.com.
Yeah, but
That's
in
Prater
in
set the
NFL
record.
Europe, he was 12 of 24, which is awful.
Yeah, that's why. But that's a pretty
Yeah,
good.
but no,
bra-
but then he signed with Denver after. I don't know. It's kind of
Oh.
crazy.
That's a pretty good bragging though. Like he's like, yeah, I kicked a 65-yarder in a game, but it was preseason, so I don't have the record.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Just absolutely
Prater set the record,
cooked it.
Andy, with the 64-yarder beating Jason Elam, but yeah, that was not in the preseason.
That was in the regular. Yep.
Yeah.
Remember that game too?
I do too. Yep.
It's cold as shit. I think we were playing the Titans actually.
Yeah,
think
I
you're
was
right.
there.
Yeah.
I wasn't even. I was getting like nachos or something because I was like, it's right before half, and then I missed it.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Well, now
Absolute
everybody
money.
can
My
turn
favorite
their,
kicking moment though was when Brandon McManus didn't get a kick and he threw that big hissy fit on the sideline in
Oh,
front of
yeah.
Vic Fangio.
Yes.
And then Vic Fangio let him kick one and he missed and it was
He
like,
just fucking
bro.
shanked it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awful.
We
He's
did
like,
that.
screw you, bro.
We did that against Seattle too. We gave him the chance to nail it from 64, and he.
Oh,
didn't.
that's right.
Yeah.
Vance Joseph
Hackett. Yeah.
Hackett's special where he's just like, yeah, we don't need to keep going any further. We're in range.
Yeah. Yeah. We're good. We're kicking 90-yarder.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
Well, they told me the
Oh,
range was
man.
64, so I was in at 64. We're good. What's the problem?
No shit.
If you got a Jay Cutler jersey, could turn it into a.
Wasn't it a
kid.
66-yarder or was it 64?
It was 64, I think. I just remember.
Either
Chris-
way.
They said
Either
like,
way, it was stupid.
My dad
44
had a
left
J
hash.
color jersey.
That's what they said. All right. It's me, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do.
44
Draft.
left hash would be a 66 yarder.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Let's do draft day memories 400.
Ooh, okay.
It's a good
I
one.
love it. You should know this one.
Yeah.
Cody,
Yeah. I
yeah,
know
yeah,
this
this
one.
one.
Adam Gotsis.
Yep.
There you go. There you go. Quick with it, dude. I felt like Kodiak was going to be good at the draft ones, man, because he
Yeah,
just did
see,
his whole
anything-
recap. He was
anything-
recapping him in the videos.
Was he
Mhm.
drafted in the Vance Joseph era?
No, he was in 2016 because it
So
was
he
Paxton
was
in the first,
Kubiak.
Gotsis in the second, Simmons in the third.
Yeah, he
was-
was like 25 years old, right?
It was
It was
Bill
bad.
Kolar who really, really, really wanted him.
Yeah.
I think he's still playing, dude. He actually ended up having a good career. He was just like a super late bloomer.
I think he's a
Bill
Jag.
Kolar
isn't he?
wasn't fully right.
Yeah, it's like Gotsis and Walker.
He's
they
with the
both-
Bucks now.
Yeah,
Oh, the
Walker and
Bucks, okay.
Gotsis. They both became like something after we let them go.
He was a decent, but he just wasn't worth like paying big money for.
Well, not a second rounder too.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
crazy. He's about to have played 10 years in the NFL.
He's made $10 million, bro.
His
playing
size,
football.
look at his size, dude. His size is insane. That's why they
Yeah.
all like were salivating getting him because they're like, oh, I can make this guy into anything. And you're like, well, it's gonna take his whole rookie contract before he's actually ready to go. And then
Yeah.
he goes to another
He had
team.
freaking 11-inch hands, dude.
Holy cow.
Holy shit.
Ladies.
That's a
Like
big
me.
person.
Like me.
Yeah, I gotta look at his RAS score now. Sorry.
It's okay.
His Raz. Yeah, his Raz.
Yeah.
His
let's
Raz
see.
is probably. I mean, honestly, man, we should draft one Australian a draft, though. I think.
Dude, he had a RAS score of 9.34.
Wow, he's a real razzhole,
Yeah, it's insane.
man.
Interesting.
He's a good guy. I always liked his interviews.
Yeah. All right, David. How you gonna do it, bro? You got to get back into this.
I know.
Did you
Yeah,
add the
money
points
don't
from
make
Kodiak, by
money.
the way?
Say what?
I don't think you gave Kodiak his 400, did you?
Oh,
She's at
my bad.
1,000.
Oh,
No, you're
yeah,
good.
1,000. All right. Well,
You're cashing right now, bro.
draft day memories. Let's go.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Fifth round linebacker. He started one game in Denver and then he ended up getting cut the following off season. Kodiak might know this one.
And just to
This is a name I was like,
Yeah,
I
this is a-
forgot about it, but then I was like, no way, dude.
This is in our lifetime, right?
Wait,
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I think it was actually the same draft class.
if David
Might have
can't-
been. It might have been the year after. It was around Gotsis.
I was about to say, I have a name I want
It's
to
a
throw out there,
weird
but I don't think it's right.
I'll give you a hint, David. This might help because you're a college guy. He played at LSU.
Oh, dude.
I remember that. Now it's coming.
Oh, man. I was pumped about this guy. Why can't I think of his name? Because he only played one game.
I mean, he started one game. He technically
Right.
played in all 16 as a special teamer.
Dude, I can't. I got to hit the space bar unless y'all got to guess.
I can't remember.
So
It's-
my guess is Lamin Barrow, right?
That might
Fucking
be right.
nailed it,
That might
dude.
be
Wow.
right.
This
That might be
guy. This
Yeah.
guy today.
right. Yeah.
Give
See,
him
I
his
was just going
flowers.
with late round linebackers. My other guess was Justin Hollins.
That's right.
He
Yeah.
was Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah. he was
See,
right.
see, Kodiak. I knew making those draft recap grade videos. They would come in handy, bro.
Anything
Alright, Jeremy.
beyond 2011, which is when I started becoming a diehard, like I know well, but as you
Yeah.
saw last week, anything before that, not a clue.
Yeah, I know. I felt a little bad. I was like, I'll keep it a little more recent. Now I'm gonna go back to making it all
See-
bad again for you.
Yeah, I'm getting to the point where like the stuff that's like happened in the last 5-10 years, I'm like, I don't remember that as well, which is weird.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
It's 'cause we're getting
Broncos
old.
all timers. What is that? Is that what is
All
remind
time
me of that-
record holders.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Sorry,
Let's,
I should have went through all these. I did change some of them. So yeah.
let's do. Sure, I'll do that one. 500. Why not?
Oh, my God. Minimum
Oh wow, 20 targets. Jeez Louise, this is gonna be a freaking off the wall
No,
one.
I think this, yeah, minimum 20 targets. So like at least somebody, and it might not even been targets. I think it might have been like games played. Because I have, you'll see with the other ones, I have a minimum of a certain.
Yeah.
So it's somebody that's like, it's not going to be like a one-off. You know what I mean? I don't want to make it be like,
Right.
oh, this linebacker was one of one. You know,
Right.
But
All-time leader in catch percentage, which is a stat everyone knows at home. It's catch percentage.
Yeah, of course. What's the percentage you're catching the football when it's thrown towards you?
Yeah. Oh man. Let me see.
It's like in fantasy, you know, when your
Well,
wide receiver gets like 2 catches for 12 yards, but you're like, but he only had 2 targets, so dude was
Right.
100%.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Efficient.
What era is this? 'Cause
It's current. The current era.
the current era. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I know who it is.
What?
No,
Is that so? Minimum 20 targets or minimum 20 games? You said.
Both.
Oh, both. Okay. Okay. Let's go with.
it will be Caleb Lohner when it's all said and done.
Hell yeah, bro.
Exactly.
Go.
He'll be
man.
leading touchdown percentage too. It'd be like 90% of his catches were for touchdowns.
Oh man, dang! This is a tough one.
I don't think you're gonna get it. I really put it in here because it just made me chuckle out loud.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. I mean, I'm unsure. If it's current era though, like
What's up,
try-
Tim? Tim
I'm
Campbell
trying
was
to
popping.
think of like receivers in the current era, but I don't know.
Click that space bar, David.
All right, I'm going with Emmanuel Sanders.
Root beer Nate,
Yeah,
dude.
root beer
Can you
Nate.
believe
I
that?
Dude, I thought about like picking tight end because it said, yeah, it was like.
Could
your
you
mind
believe that?
automatically-
He's caught 90% of the balls thrown his way.
Wow.
Elite.
The best part is here's kind of the asshole part. He's had exactly 20 targets in his career, and he played like 21 games. he just met the minimum threshold.
You're like
that was such
minimum
a cock question. I'm sorry.
6.5 games he's played.
Yeah, exactly. 6.5 games, got injured at halftime.
Yeah.
Incredible. That's
Wow.
a great stat.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to come up with these questions, Mark?
To be honest, man, not like once I found out I wanted to do all time, there was all I just would filter which one I wanted to see, like on the sports
Yeah.
reference, football reference. You know, you could just kind of sort through them that way. It was actually pretty easy. Some of the other ones were difficult, but these ones were easy.
Yeah, Andy says genuinely doesn't surprise me that he catches everything going his way for like 2 yards.
Yeah, bro. The key is them root beers, bro.
Yeah, he's
You already
picturing that football as a root beer barrel, like
He's
Donkey
like,
Kong,
yes,
just
indeed.
grabbing it.
Do you guys think he puts root beer in his water bottle instead of Gatorade?
That would be
Okay.
iconic.
He should.
know. It wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me. All right, Kodiak, we're back to you, bro. Hopefully you can take an L here or something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly. All right. Let's go. I've been doing well on these 300s. Let's go Mile High Moments 300.
All right.
Okay.
This is the defensive player who returned a Cam Newton fumble for a touchdown in Super Bowl 50.
Okay, well, I remember he fought with DeMarcus Ware in the end zone to fall on it. So was Malik Jackson.
Yep.
There you go. Damn, man.
Return.
Kodiak is on. I don't think he's missed it. And he hasn't even taken longer than 3 seconds to answer.
Yeah, that was even set up as a trick question, but you got it.
Yeah,
You just
returned, right?
fell on it.
Return.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mark
He
made
should have given it
500
to
way
DeMarcus Ware.
harder.
He should have he should have given it to DeMarcus Ware though.
Oh,
Totally.
did you put a
Yeah.
daily double in here?
Oh my god.
Oh, I need the daily double.
That's
No, there's no daily double. But David, it is your turn. You know what? Maybe depending on what you pick, maybe we'll put a caveat and be like, hey, you can get double for this.
all right. That sounds great. We're gonna go with Broncos alma mater for 500.
No, fucking he's doing it.
Oh, damn it. I would have got this one.
Dude, yes. Savannah State.
Yep.
Let's go. Shannon Sharp.
Well
Big
done.
Division II
Only the
ACC.
true Broncos fans know that.
Good, because honestly, I
Savannah?
didn't know that. I know it was somewhat weird.
And was he like an 8th round pick
I think he was like
11th.
11th.
or a 10th? He would have been undrafted.
I
in
think
He would have
was
been
like 10th or
undrafted.
something, or maybe 12th.
He was a seventh
Seventh
round
round.
pick, 192nd pick.
Yeah.
Wow,
Savannah.
Greatest 7th round pick in Broncos history, bro.
dude.
But
Yeah,
is Vele going to be
hard.
better?
hard
All
to
right.
beat.
I'm gonna
Hard to
pick.
beat.
I'm gonna
Um,
well
and
done.
respect my co's was saying DeMarcus Ware probably a Super Bowl MVP if he scores that TD.
No, I don't think so.
I got something to say about that. I think if TJ Ward scores that TD, the one that Von Miller knocked out of Newton's hands, he wins Super Bowl MVP because he had a pick earlier in that game.
Nobody
Also
was
disagree.
taking it from Von, bro.
Also disagree. Yeah, nobody's taking it from Von.
Von
Miller
absolutely terrorized.
caused the
that
strike
game.
back in the two most important parts of the game to like, yeah, he basically won the game at the end, and he basically got the Broncos like rolling in the beginning. That
And
was
honestly,
caused
if
a
it
touchdown.
was Von, it would have been that Panthers guy that had 3 sacks. What was his name?
Coney Ely. I remember
Yeah.
that.
Coney
Oh.
Ely.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely,
who was he?
game of his
cooking?
life.
Mm-hmm. What a game to have a
That no one
Shout
remembers.
out.
Same thing with DT, man. DT in his first Super Bowl, I think he no, he have the record? I think he had the
Yeah,
record
he's
for
got
most
the
catches in the
catch
Super Bowl.
Yeah, he
and
did.
shit,
He
yeah.
did because that second half they were just feeding him
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
in
No one
Super Bowl
remembers
40.
that,
No.
Nope.
nor should we. All right, David, you're at 600 now, bro. Nice. Jeremy, what you got, bro?
All right, let's do
Yes.
Broncos alma mater 400.
I like it.
All right,
I was debating switching 4 and 5.
okay. I think I know this. I can see the jersey.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I was about to say the wrong one. It's Arkansas.
There you go. Nice,
Yeah.
Jeremy. Nice. I like it.
I was about to say Mississippi State, and I was like, no, it's not. It's Arkansas. Yeah, I have the rookie card. I remember getting it in whatever 19. What year was that? I don't know.
Don't age yourself, bro.
89, I think. I think it was 89. You know,
It's a nice
okay,
rookie card to have.
let's go off the board. I just want to see if you to test you guys, the old school Bronco fans, Mark and David, because since Mark doesn't get to answer any of his own questions, where alma mater, unless he's number 200, which I doubt because it's a hard one. Rod Smith.
Oh my God, it was like Southern Mississippi or some shit like that.
Close.
South Central Mississippi,
Close. Missouri Southern.
Missouri Southern,
Yeah.
something Southern.
Yeah. That was one where it's just like so like
That
I
should
didn't
have been
even know
above.
that was a school.
Yeah, Missouri Southern.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy,
All right,
crazy how that
I want
happens
to get
now.
Mark
All right,
involved here.
Kodiak, we come back to you, bro.
All
You
right.
gonna keep the heater going or what?
Let's do draft day memories 300.
Okay. Man, everybody's getting pumped up about this in the chat. So
For real.
I love it. Y'all.
Let's go. Who is the last tackle that the Denver Broncos drafted?
Oh, I know
Bulls,
this.
right?
But this guy's the old one, man. Gary Bulls. That
Because
is correct.
every year everyone says, wow,
That's
it's
right.
been however many years since they drafted a tackle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
For
Yeah,
300.
I figured you'd get it, but I thought maybe you'd be like, oh, we should at least drafted one in the 7th round, or but no,
Imagine what
you
if
got
I
it.
said like Clady or something?
I should have been like, no, bro, Nick Gargulo or whatever the hell his name is. He's a tackle in my
Yeah.
book, bro. I think if Andy had him as a tackle, he's a tackle.
That's right.
That's funny.
All right, so that was for 300, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Cody.
Kodiak's just cooking through 1600. All right, cool.
Yeah. So I'll go
David.
with gotta chuck away at this. So
Broncos all timers. Nice.
yeah.
All right.
Broncos all-time leader in receiving yards per game. Well,
This
feel
one
like-
was pretty interesting.
receiving yards per game.
And I will say, to give you a hint, it was way more than 20 games that he's played. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
did
Well,
quite a bit.
okay. This is like where my mind's going was like, maybe somebody with a lot of volume, obviously. So like DT or Rod Smith, right? But then in my mind, I'm like thinking like, well, I feel like the only time Ashley LaLee caught it was for like large gains. So maybe I'm just getting too cute with this. Or maybe it is Emmanuel Sanders. No, it's not. Maybe or Eric Decker.
you're smart, David. You're like saying names and you're seeing if I react. You're like,
Exactly. I'm not giving
Yeah.
you
See if
nothing.
Mark's-
David.
Dude, I'm just gonna go with Demaryius Thomas. Not overthink this thing. All right. Come
All right,
on.
that's incorrect. Anyone else want to get? Oh,
Oh,
Oh, I was about to say Brandon Lloyd.
yeah, dude.
Dude,
Crazy.
Brandon Lloyd.
By quite a lot. 84 yards a game average. I forgot how good he was when he was here. He had the craziest catches, and then he had like he would catch the hardest shit, and then he would
Dude.
drop the easiest
I
ball.
forgot he was here for 2
He was a
seasons.
freaking acrobat, dude, that guy.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
would
dude was
make
balling.
he would I mean, he would make the craziest catches ever.
Darius Watts.
Apparently, he goes into my uncle's cigar shop. I think Eli would know that or might have met him before. He goes in there quite a bit. Apparently, he's a really cool dude.
So he still lives in
So
town.
if I ever get a chance to meet him, I'm like, bro, did you even know this? He probably did. But
I like
That's
it.
crazy.
I'll take it.
considering He
And he
played.
wore number 84 too.
Yeah.
He played
I
with
did.
Tebow too, which makes it even crazier.
Yeah, Tebow and Orton, bro.
Yeah.
What a combo.
Tebow's throwing to Brandon Lloyd is like the perfect match because it's like you're gonna have to make acrobatic catches.
Yeah,
and
just figure it out, bro.
And Brandon Lloyd only makes acrobatic catches.
Dude. Shout out to Stacey Johnson.
Yeah,
Right on the money.
Stacy.
on the cash.
Yeah.
There you go,
Oh,
Stacy. All right. So that was David's. So Jeremy, you up?
Swing and a miss.
I guess I got to go Mile High Moments 400 just because I got to catch
All
up
right.
there.
You should know this if you remember.
Okay.
In 2023, this Broncos player caught a Hail Mary that almost led to a comeback versus the Washington Commanders. But we decided to call the worst 2-point conversion play. So it's all for nothing.
Oh my gosh, 2023. So not.
Yeah.
That's the Russell Wilson. I remember this.
Russell
game.
Wilson, Sean Payton, year 1 and only. You remember the game, right?
Mm-hmm. I do remember because I was
I
pissed that
thought
we
it was over.
blew it.
And
And I
then it
had a
was over.
feeling. I had a feeling we were gonna blow it. In the 2-point conversion. Damn.
I got it if you don't.
Yeah, you know everything that happened the last 5 years. I have like completely spaced the last 5 years. Let me see.
This guy, I'll say, man, still a little bit heartbroken. I really, really, really like this player, man. I thought he was good. Patty had a lot of
Oh, if it's
potential.
one of your faves, it's got to be probably Brandon Johnson.
He nailed it. Brandon Johnson. I gave him a little bit of a hint though,
Because
So
I
maybe
know
we'll give
you
him
love
half.
Brandon Johnson. I know you
Love
do.
Brandon Johnson.
Yeah.
And then the best part is, I think that I saw an article recently, a Pittsburgh Gazette or something, and they were like, Brandon Johnson's, turning heads at camp, and he's gonna, they're trying
It's either a Brandon Johnson or a Jalen Virgil because like those are the guys that everybody was like, we gotta play these
dude.
guys.
I just felt like Brandon Johnson, all he did was make plays
he did. Yeah.
when he got his chance. It was kind of like, what's his name? That's on the NVR now. That was number 16.
A.T.
Benny Fowler.
Perry.
Same thing. Like very similar. And A.T. Perry too, bro. I mean, you didn't see all those.
A.T. Perry's
all
a
those-
myth, dude. We've never even. I don't know if that
Yeah.
person
He's
exists.
just a concept.
Exactly.
All right, so you guys are cool. We're gonna just give Jeremy half on that since I kind of gave him a hint.
Oh, I gave him the full points because I thought
That's
it
fine.
would be good to have it close.
Okay.
That's fine. 1,200's
Yeah,
good.
Kodiak.
I
needs
should
some
have kept my mouth shut.
competition.
I appreciate the help.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on
I
your
forgot how
side,
much I
just-
talked about how I like Brandon Johnson on this channel.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. What do I want? Do I want to take the only 300 off the board? I'm more confident with draft day memories at 200.
Smart.
Oh God.
Yep,
Oh,
I remember this one.
Me too.
I remember this one. Yeah. So you should have known that this guy's career was going to go downhill.
By the last
Downhill
name?
with the last name he had.
Yeah.
Yeah. When your last name's
Ja-
Butt, it's really hard to.
Jake Cheeks, bro. He should have
Yeah.
changed last name to
The
Cheeks.
Yeah,
dude, the
Jake
OG Jello knees right there, my friend.
Can you believe we took him over George Kittle? Just imagine.
Yeah.
Dude, I was so pumped when we
Just
took Jake
imagine.
Butt. He was
Yeah.
a baller at
Me too.
Michigan. I was like, hell yeah. We
Me
got
too.
Jake
And
Butt.
if I would have freaking known Andy at the time, I would have been pissed because I would have been like, bro, we need to get George Kittle. But we ended up going with Jake Cheeks. That poor guy, though, man, in a meaningless bowl game, like tore his ACL and his
It's-
whole career was done.
Not even his fault because they even said like when they were doing work on him, they were like he has really abnormal like tight ligaments the way his like legs are, and they were trying to like give him a surgery just to even loosen it, but it was like
Oh, that's
it was
good.
bound to happen no matter what. It wasn't even like
So you're saying he's got a tight butt?
nah, it was his knee, but
But-
But it's, it's crazy. Like if you get a medical report and it says that, just avoid drafting him. But
well, I don't think they knew until they did the surgery.
Elway just heard butt and it's like, yeah, draft.
yeah, he screamed himself.
yeah.
All right, 200 for Kodiak, so that puts you at 1,800.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna 1800. Forgot I'm keeping the score here. All right. Then versus now, 200. That's what we're doing.
Who has more quarterback hits in their Broncos career, Derek Wolfe or Zach Allen?
Now, I know Derek. I'm trying to remember because it's like Derek Wolfe was always playing with some sort of injury. And then he had that. Did he have a spinal tap done? Something on his
No, he got a
spine.
spinal injury on a preseason game.
And he ended up getting like a stroke and something from it, right?
Mm-hmm. He was having seizures.
Yeah.
So he missed like
seizures,
a
that's right.
whole season, if I remember correctly. So, I gotta believe I'm gonna get this one right. Derek Wolfe.
That is correct, sir.
Yeah, I was gonna say it has to be Wolf. Has to be.
Yeah.
He played.
Yeah.
I figured it was easy. I thought maybe be like, oh, this is a trick one. I was actually shocked how close it was because
Yeah.
Zach Allen's only been with the Broncos for 2 seasons.
Oh, he's been
But
an animal. But
He's obviously a stud.
Yeah. But he
yeah,
wasn't even that
77
good
for Wolf.
The first year, he wasn't even that good though. But like this past year, I remember like quarterback hits. How many times the quarterback got hit? Allen was always on top.
Yeah, Allen was a
he was.
killer.
Yeah.
He was a killer. All right. Nice job, David. Way to stick with your guns. 800 points for you.
Let's
And
go.
Jeremy, you are up next on Bronco Jeopardy.
You know which one I'm taking. 300. I gotta catch
All
up.
right.
All right. Who is the all-time Broncos rushing yards leader per game?
I hope this is like a random
Minimum start of 20 games.
So
And it is
not-
a running back.
So it's not Travis Henry.
It's gotta be either. TD.
No, it's not Travis.
It's either gotta be TD.
I was so pumped when we signed Travis Henry.
or
Minimum
Clint-
200 attempts.
I'm gonna say it's either TD or Clint Portis. Damn. TD was always good. So was Clint Portis crushed too. Gosh dang. I'll go Clint Portis just because I think it'll be.
That's who I would go with too.
Yeah.
He ran for
is the-
over 3,000
correct
yards
answer.
in his 2
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
Because the offensive line was so locked in by the time Portis got in that it's like there was no like ramp up. He was good
Oh,
from the jump.
I thought I put the number. I think it was like 104 yards a game,
That's
which
insane.
is like,
Crazy.
what would you guys do to have that nowadays?
Oh, RJ Harvey's gonna do it.
Illegal
Don't worry.
things.
No, Clint
Yeah.
Portis, dude, underrated. Like he was
sick.
So he was so good.
But trading him was also genius. Mike
Yeah.
Shanahan understood that you don't trade you don't draft running backs early, and if you do, you trade them for a king's ransom. So I love it.
Yeah, he was like the early, like, concept guy of like knowing positional value.
No doubt about it.
All
All
right.
right,
Got the last 300.
Mr. Kodiak.
All right, let's do Broncos alma mater. The last one. Georgia Tech.
Heard of them-
Yeah, that's correct.
That was easy.
Yep.
Georgia Tech.
Mhm.
All right, we're crushing through. Kodiak
All right.
with 2 G's, and David, you up, bro? You need a miracle, my man.
Yeah.
Should we
Let's
double
go.
this?
Be with me, Lucifer. Come on now.
We should double this.
How about this? How about we'll do it with David? He keeps going until he gets one wrong.
Uh,
All right. All-time leader in points. Oh, offensive players only.
I got
Wait, does this
So-
count special teams players?
No, it's just so the all-time
okay.
leader in points from an offensive standpoint. No kickers.
Okay.
Kickers
well,
just dominate the board, bro.
yeah, it's got to be a quarterback then.
Well, do they get the
Right.
points for throwing touchdowns? I don't think they do. They got to score the touchdowns, right?
I think so. I don't know how that works. Actually, it's a good question.
I don't think they get the points. Just to help you.
Are you influencing me to not guess a
You
quarterback?
pick whoever
on
you
this
want. I'm just
question?
trying to help you.
Because it's John Elway. But if it's not him,
I will say it's okay. I'll give you. It's not him. So that would mean it would
Yeah.
for sure have to be your. You know,
gotta
you're
be the
catching it or running
Person
it.
in the end zone.
Okay. dude, Shannon Sharp.
That's probably it's a good guess.
The correct answer is Rod Smith, 428.
Gosh, dang,
Wow.
Robert Smith.
Where was
good.
Shannon Sharp?
I don't know. He wasn't that high. Actually, he might have been.
Terrell Davis has to be like even somewhat close, even though he like was only played for 4 years.
You can do this. Career leaders in scoring.
He had 378.
Shannon did.
Bro, Demary, I think even DT had more. Yeah, he did. DT had more. Shannon was 11th. DT was 10th. Terrell was 9th. Then
Wow.
Gene Mingo.
Okay. Going
And then Rod Smith.
Wow.
And then everybody else is a kicker.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
Crazy.
Incredible.
Incredible.
Sorry,
man.
Rod.
Rod's a
Forgot
man.
about you.
All right. Go Mile High Moments 200.
All righty.
I'll read it out loud for the viewers.
Okay. So,
In case they're driving. In 2015, this player led the Broncos in rushing yards and played a huge role in playoff wins.
I think that would have to be Mr. Anderson, CJ Anderson.
That is correct, good sir.
I thought Ronnie Hillman led the team in the regular season. Wait, am I tweaking? Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
Well, if I'm wrong, don't fucking call me out.
R.I.P. Ronnie.
Yeah, RIP.
Didn't he break all Marshall Faulk's records at San Diego State?
Yeah,
Ronnie Hillman?
I think so.
Who?
Yeah, Ronnie Hillman. Yeah.
At San Diego State?
He did lead the team in rushing.
Well, yeah, but like I don't know. You kind of like if you were doing like regular and postseason, like CJ probably is number one.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
That's how.
That's what it was. I didn't filter it for no playoffs.
How many rushing yards did Hillman have?
863. Still way more than anyone that we've ever had in the last 10 years.
true.
Dude, my favorite CJ Anderson moment, though, even though that the basically scoring the touchdown to in the playoffs was like amazing. You know, that one where they were pulling on his helmet and he's like leaning in and he puts the ball over. But my favorite was that regular season game against New
Patriots.
England in the snow, and he's just mudding, dude. Like,
Oh, dude.
they couldn't tackle him. He just was
That was
like,
another game where I almost just stripped all my clothes off me running around. That was fun.
I was there and I almost did the same thing, Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Dude,
game was the
when
shit.
he broke free at the end of that game, I was like,
And kudos to Brock, man. He made some throws in that game.
he
did.
hit Andre Caldwell on this one like
Just
comebacker
the
in the end
dot.
zone. Yeah,
Mhm.
just stuck to him, and I was like,
Mhm.
heck yeah.
Andre
Yeah.
Caldwell was looking all cracked out, bro. Every time. Remember him? That dude drive me
Yeah,
nuts.
CJ Anderson, that was a big game for him. That was nice.
All right, it's close. It's close between Kodiak and Jeremy, but these are all easy as shit. So I'm assuming Kodiak's gonna run away with it. But what you got, bro? Let's speed through these.
All right, draft day memories 100. No, Sean. There we go.
All right,
All right.
David.
Oh man. Broncos all timers. We'll do it. All time leader in touchdowns and interceptions thrown. It has to be John Elway, man.
There you go. All
Yes,
right.
I
that's,
you know.
that's a good 100 question.
I almost made 1,000 this time. Let's go. Oh,
I'll do moments.
all right.
My boy who's fighting
Easy.
crime right now, Tim Tebow. I love it. Yeah.
You know what's funny? You know what the hardest part about making these questions is? Like, I'll see all these crazy stats. I'm like, oh my God, that sounds good. Oh my God, that's good. And then I realize, like, yo, these are like all 500 questions. So I got to like try to think of the easiest shit that I can for the hundreds and the 200s for the most part.
What was your reaction to that play when in that Steelers playoff game when he hits DT? Like, okay, we go up big. Tebow's having a great game. He's thrown for over 300 yards. Steelers claw their way back. It's going into overtime. Steelers have the momentum because they like came back from a huge deficit. And one play in, Tebow strikes to DT, and DT tells Ike Hilliard to get the hell off of him and takes it to the house. I mean, I was like beside myself watching that play. I was like, did that just happen? And then they cut away to Hines Ward on the bench because that was his last season. And to watch Tim Tebow end his career was like, oh my gosh, this is unbelievable to watch this.
Yeah. I'll never forget, man. I jumped on my brother-in-law and wrapped my feet around his hips, bro. Like it was the most beautiful moment we've ever had together. That game was crazy,
That was
and it was cool. Like I felt like we won the Super Bowl because I knew we were gonna get boat raced the next week, but I didn't care. I didn't care because that whole season was wild, man.
Dude. The ultimate
Belichick punting on 3rd down because he was kicking our ass that bad.
But the Hines Ward moment was just such such a beautiful moment. The guy who is known for these like really bad like crackback blocks, they had to change the rules because of him, gets blindsided by Tim Tebow to end a career is like so perfect. Just him sitting on the bench watching like everybody run around, and Elway's got like the pea coat on, and
Elway was like fired up, but he was also like, shit, like I was trying to get rid of this dude.
No, I think at that point, since it was playoffs, he was pumped. But like the earlier ones when he was coming back, he was like,
well, yeah, because
right.
his plan was clearly tank for Andrew Luck. Clearly.
Oh yeah, but that was at that point you're in the playoffs. It's like, that's out of the cards. So,
all right, final one, guys. Who's got more interceptions in their Broncos career, Champ Bailey or Justin Simmons?
I think it's technically my question since it was Jeremy last, right? So to sweep the board, let's just go Champ Bailey.
Oh, I
That's
think
correct, sir.
Oh, is it? Wow.
That's
They didn't
close.
get thrown on.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was a lot closer than I had thought. Well,
Dude,
I guess
did you
not really, because Justin
Did you get one
Simmons.
wrong, Kodiak?
I got every single one right.
Man, what a performance!
That tells
Wait
you.
until next week, bro. I'm going to be like,
We need to
in
bring
1946,
Yeah, dude. If it's
what was the
anything
Broncos'
80s,
mascot's name?
Yeah, I need 80s and 90s to get Kodiak back.
Yeah.
But that was well done. Well done.
Well done,
Alex.
Kodiak. You smashed it, Jeremy.
Can
Valiant
you
effort,
tell me
David.
what team Ian Gold came from before he signed with the Broncos? Can you tell me that one?
What school?
young man?
Fuck no, I can't. The fuck?
I can.
Exactly. Yes.
Ian Gold?
What school? Is that what you're asking?
No. What team?
Didn't we? I thought we
The
drafted
Bucks.
him, no?
Yeah, it was
Oh, okay.
Tampa Bay. Yeah.
And
I
then
would've guessed
but he came from
40.
Michigan. He went to school in Michigan.
Oh, yeah. I don't know that one,
All
but
right.
he wore 52. We know
Dude,
that.
I loved Ian Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was,
He was great. Oh, Biggie Bronco has a funny question for us.
Okay.
Here's an
Extra buttest
extra
question.
buttest question. All time, I think you meant to say leading receiver as a rookie for the Broncos. In
What the hell is
rookie year.
Rodriguez Silver?
Oh, that's
bro?
got to be Royal, right?
Yeah. Right,
All-time
Royal got-
leading receiver as a rookie for the Broncos his rookie year.
I think that's got to be Eddie Royal.
Yeah, he had.
It's
900
not Rodriguez Silver.
984.
Ooh, Rodriguez Silver is pretty good though.
It'd be so funny if it was Rodriguez Silver.
Is Rodriguez Silver a real player?
I think
What? Wait.
Champ Bailey.
What? What?
All right, Biggie Broncos. I think Biggie Broncos is
Biggie's
on
in
the
his cups,
Patron
bro.
Silver instead of the
Yeah,
Rodriguez Silver.
exactly.
I think that's what he's on.
Silver bullets over there. I think it's Eddie Royal, but
Yeah. Mark, are you looking this up? Do I need to look at it?
What? No, I was gonna, but
Steve.
I totally got thrown off by the answer Champ Bailey.
I know.
It is Eddie Royal. Second is Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah.
wow, really?
Hats
Yeah.
off to you. Respect.
Yeah,
my
I thought it
coach.
was Eddie Royal because he had a great season.
Yeah, it was Eddie. Eddie Royal's a stud, man. I love that dude.
Yeah,
Royal too.
980 yards, and then McDaniel said, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna sign Jabbar Gaffney."
Yeah. Jabbar fucking
What a Gaffney.
bro.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, I
hilarious.
think I'm gonna pepper him with targets. Jabbar Gaffney.
Well, awesome game again. I love it. That's such a blast to do, Mark. Thank you.
It
so
is
much.
fun, man.
This is great
good
to
time.
do in the middle of July.
Yeah.
It is.
Dude,
Good middle
yes,
of July.
Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
it's like it's
There's
too early,
nothing else to do.
fantasy football stuff. I know the real ones start to do the mock drafts in July, but I just keep it to
Yeah.
August. So
Well, we got 10 minutes left, and we only had two sections today for horsepower hour. So
you got it right, dog. Congratulations, man.
There it is.
Better
yeah.
say it right.
try. Yeah, yeah. I'm not. I'm a producer available for hire. So,
He'll
All
get it
right.
right eventually.
Jeremy, take it away.
All right. MVP prophecy. This is it's basically just a simple question. We can go around the horn on these. I get it done giddy up, but we're going to frame it a little differently. I didn't want to give you a player to like sway you. I wanted it to be open-ended. So the whole point of this is it's the MVP. Who's your prediction? Who's going to be the MVP of each of these groups? Okay, we're going to start with Mark since he got to host the last one and didn't get to answer questions. We're going to say who is going to be the MVP of the offensive line this season.
Oh man, it's got to be Quinn Miners, bro. He is the heart and soul of the team. He sets the tone. He's the best run blocker we have. He's the best pass blocker we have. So give me some Quinn Miners, man. I love that guy. Kind of upset that he put the belly away and he kind of said, I don't really like being known as the belly. It's like, shut up, bro. You've proven yourself. You're the belly. But yeah, I'm gonna say Quinn Miners. Anyone disagree?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go with Garrett Bowles.
I like it.
That's just the easy answer, though.
Yeah.
Well,
No, you're right. Who I really want to say is Clay Webb.
I was about to say
just
that's
have
what
to
I thought you were
mention
going to
him.
say, David.
surprised he didn't say that.
I have to mention him every episode.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, Big E Bronco clarified. I said Champ Bailey when it was more interceptions.
Oh, forgot about the
All right.
delay.
Yeah.
Sorry, my man.
There
There is
Sorry,
quite a
couple
delay.
Minutes behind, yeah.
Sorry, man.
You thrown us. Rodriguez Silver was a good. That also threw us for a loop.
That's like one of my top 5 favorite tequilas actually is Rodriguez Silver. So
I'm gonna like that. I should make a. That should be my. Next time I go to sandwich shop and they said, "What's your name?" Rodriguez Silver, please.
Rodriguez Silver, please. Thank you.
All right, Kodiak. Who do you think?
MVP offensive line.
Yeah.
Do it. I know what you want to say. Do it.
No. I'm not doing it. I'm
Wattenberg.
going to tail Mark. Like, Quinn Miners has just become one of the game's very best. And even though I wanted to say Wattenberg, I wanted to say Palczewski, that's just not happening, at least yet. So, yes, I would go Quinn Miners.
Well, yeah, I feel like you just want you hope that it's not Palczewski, right? Because that means somebody got hurt. But I think he's going to be a good player too.
Well, if he becomes one of the best tackles in football, then
Didn't
it's like,
say
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep it going. I'm gonna do Mark again since he had to sit so long on the other one. MVP of the pass catchers, not receivers, not tight ends, pass catchers. Who will be the MVP?
Man, who I think versus who
Okay.
I want are very different.
Could be a running back as well, catching the ball.
I think it's going to be Evan Ingram. I can't wait to see him. I think he's going to transform this offense. Just a mismatch nightmare. If he can stay healthy, he's going to be a top 5 tight end, top 7 tight end easily in this offense. But I really want for it to be Pat Bryant, bro.
That would be insane if he was the MVP of the pass catchers his rookie year.
Yeah. I mean, I would say, well, yeah, I guess you're talking about like the most, I guess it would be like most surprising, right? Because I would not expect for him to be the MVP, but I see a lot of good things with him. But yeah, I think ultimately it's going to be Evan Ingram. It better be because we don't have much behind him. So.
Yeah. David, who you got?
What was the question again? I'm sorry.
Who's the MVP? Who will be when the season's over and we were looking back on the 2025 season? Who will be the MVP of the pass catchers? Like last year, it wasn't even close. It was Cortland.
Yeah.
Are you distracted by the fact that Big E Bronco absolutely does not know how to spell?
Yeah, I want to call him Big Blitz Bronco right now because he is blitzed.
Bro, the Justin Salmons too. The Salmons right there, hitting him with the salmon. Yeah, he's killing it. He even cut off the LMAO.
When I'm not
man.
Rodriguez Silver, I'm Justin Salmons.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. It sounds boring, but I still think Cortland Sutton's going to be our best pass catcher this year.
Yeah.
Man. You know, he's going to earn all 17 or 20 M's that he's making. I forget whatever it is.
20.2.
Yep. Alex, you have anybody else?
Yeah, so I was on a live with Mark 3 or 4 months ago, and he got me thinking, or 2 months ago, I think, because he says that when Sean Payton, historically, his offense, the way he structures his passing game, it more often than not, runs through the running back as the second option in the receiving game. And when you use second-round capital on a running back, one that's as dynamic as RJ Harvey, he's going to catch the ball a lot. When you did giddy up or holder horses, like 50, 60 receptions, smash the over, even with signing Dobbins. Because, man, he is going to be a huge, huge weapon in the passing game for us. Like, he's going to get targeted a lot because Sean Payton historically is almost first pretty much in every single year as far as target share percentage to running backs. But he wasn't last year because, we had whatever. But, yeah, I don't know.
It's still, what, 55 catches for Javonte was crazy.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. So
yeah, it blew my mind.
Yeah.
And once they see how much better the output's going to be with RJ Harvey catching the football, like, you're going to hear the stupid people being, all he does is check it down. All Bo Nix does is throw short. It's like, well, if you're throwing it to that guy right away and he's got plenty of time to make a move and you're explosive as RJ Harvey is, I don't mind it at all. That's what Bucky Irving lived on at Oregon, and he's still doing it. So, yeah, I love it. All right, we'll go around the other way. We'll start again with Alex. Who's going to be the MVP of the defensive line?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be akin to what it was last year with Zach Allen, eating all those double teams, being amongst the leaders in the NFL in snaps played, even though the Broncos said they'd want to take some weight off his shoulders this upcoming year. I mean, he just makes the whole thing go. That's all I can say. Like, I felt like we truly did not gel as a defense in Allen's first year here until he started playing better. And therefore, he had a really good offseason last year. And, week 1, week 2, I was like, who is this guy? So, yeah, Zach Allen will be the MVP of our D-line and pass rush.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm just so you know, David and Mark, this also includes the pass rushers.
Okay. Cool. Man, I'll throw a different name out here. I think, a lot of people have kind of been talking down on my guy a little bit right now. They say his sacks come too late in the game. What the hell are we talking about? Isn't that when you want to be getting sacks, right? Nick Bonito. 20 sacks this year. Wouldn't that be insane? I think if he reaches that, I mean, I would give him the MVP. But Biggie Bronco, keep doing voice to text. I love it, man.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. Rodriguez Silver was just another level.
Exactly.
It's great, man. It's great. So, Nick Bonito, and we're not going to be bitching about his run defense because it's going to be just fine this year.
Nice.
I love it. I have to rebuttal Eli's comment, but I will do that after this. I'm all jokes aside. I'm Zach Allen all day for sure on this one, but I'm gonna say Savion Jones.
Ooh.
I think he's gonna be a stalwart on this defensive line eventually. I think he's gonna be one of the big reasons why Zach Allen or John Franklin Myers don't get paid. Most likely JFM, even though I think he's very underrated. But there is a possibility, albeit a small one, that if he balls out in camp the way that everyone's hyping him up, maybe we can trade JFM before the season starts.
Yeah, it'll be
I wouldn't like that.
No.
I'm just saying it's a possibility.
Especially
now in terms of Eli's comment. The Broncos are doing Cortland Sutton absolutely wrong. Here's the thing. This is where I always get called a Cortland Sutton hater. No, we are not doing him wrong. He's getting plenty of money. We've given him plenty of opportunities. We honored our part of the contract. We gave him more guaranteed money. We extended him a few years back, and then we gave him incentives. He's making $20 million this year. We're going to pay him, but we're not doing him wrong by not paying him if we didn't. That's my opinion. I think we've been very fair. But to his credit, so is he. No distraction. Always a team guy. Great to be around. He's doing the right thing. He's not a diva. You got to love that. So
I would do this trade for A.T. Perry, not for Cortland Sutton.
Which one?
The Jets
right
are on
here.
The phone.
Portland for Alan Lazard and a 5th-round pick? Nah, man. You get A.T. Perry for that.
If the Jets offered us that, this is the emoji combination I'm using towards them. It's like the laughing and pointing emoji. I'm not. That doesn't even start the conversation.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. If to be honest with you, like, I wouldn't like if they said, hey, you can have Alan Lazard and that contract, which is absurd, and a third round pick, I still wouldn't do it. Like, to be honest with you, like okay, maybe the third round pick is cool, but like for what? You know what I mean? All you're doing is just wasting capital, wasting space. It would make no sense to the team, except for the third round pick, which you can't do. So, no, I'm good. But we did want Alan Lazard really badly last year, though. If you remember.
Yeah, that's what's confused me about this front office is that we've heard like 3 reports now about the Broncos trying to get Lazard at certain points, and it's just like for what? The dude's trash.
To be the little Jordan Humphrey role, man. He's like the perfect Sean Payton second receiver, though, because he'll block his ass off.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, 12.1 million against the cap this year.
Dude, that's insane.
Oh, actually, no. In 2025, it's only 4.6. I would take him I would take him in a third for sure. For that price, I would.
Yeah.
It's not a bad contract.
Real quick, how many sacks do you guys think Jonah Ellis gets? Rowan chiming in here. I think he's a new viewer. So
I love it. What's up, Rowan? Welcome, man.
Dude, I'll go with 7.
I'm gonna go 9.
So tough. I think 7 and 9 is exactly where I would have been. Yeah, in that range for sure. He's a good player, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if he plays more and Benito plays less, like I think is gonna happen, he's gonna go crazy this year. He's a really, really good player.
I think he'll get a lot of opportunities late in games this year with us having leads, and yeah, I think he's gonna eat.
He might be one of the big reasons why we, could be hesitant to sign Benito.
Yeah, definitely.
Just like that Soviet spy ironically just said, like, you have that much depth. Yeah, it makes it tough. I mean, you're talking $30 million a year, $25 million a year. It's a lot.
And I mean, Q Robinson, Savion Jones, Jonah Ellis. I mean, Cooper's already been paid, so there's a lot of options out there.
I love this comment here from the Soviet spy. Great name. He said, Benito isn't worth re-signing when you have as much depth as we do at edge. Garbage time sacks matter. Y'all were just talking about how Von dominating the Super Bowl by getting sacks. Valuable moment. Wait, are you saying he is worth re-signing then?
Yeah, I know. I was really confused by that too, actually. So let's not get this twisted. I love Benito. Don't put him in the same category as Von. Like, that was a different level. Plus, we were all in, dude. We were all in. Like, I knew after the Super Bowl when we signed him, it was going to age poorly, but we didn't give a shit because he just won us the Super Bowl.
Right.
But
you had to.
It's very different. It's very, very different.
Yeah.
But I would still pay. I'd pay Benito this year. Save a little bit of money on it.
Yeah. Like I said, like, my thoughts haven't changed. He needs to be the priority as far as these extensions. He's not going to become Vic Beasley. Like David said, we're not in hell anymore. Get your minds out of there.
That's right. We're not in hell anymore. And Zach Seeger says the cap is infinitely or exponentially exploding. So who cares? Who cares?
You just got to think. You got to think. You extend Benito, you extend Zach Allen, you extend JFM, or let's say Sutton, right? Let's say those 3. All of them are going to have big cap hits at the same time. That's the issue. That's the problem.
Yeah, but in 2020,
and if you don't sign Zach Allen, is Benito as good, right? If you don't sign Benito, how does that affect Zach Allen? So it's like, it's tough. But I agree with you. If it was me, I would prioritize Zach Allen and Nick Benito. Those would be like, get those dudes done. You can franchise tag the other dudes at some later point if you need to work out a deal. Because I do think John Franklin Myers is incredibly underrated, but I like those 2 stalwarts to get done on this team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna keep it going. I got 3 left, but you can go really fast on these ones.
Cool.
We'll go David first, then Mark, then Alex. Who's gonna be the MVP of the special teams?
Dude.
I know who you want to say.
Dude, I'm going to go with who I want. We're going to notice a great difference this year in the punting game. Jeremy Crawshaw, 16. Tom Ruin. This is him reincarnated. We got our franchise punter. That's what I'm talking about. It's Jeremy Crawshaw.
I cannot wait for the season to start, dude. There's going to be a game where the offense gets like 6 points punt 9 times, and Jeremy's like, "We'll fix the offense." But Crawshaw gave us a chance today, bro, with the 8 punts. I think he's going to be good too. It's just hard to root for a punter because you don't want to be punting, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Marvin Mims, no doubt about it. These new kickoff rules, he is going to take so much advantage of that. So
Ooh,
give me Marvin.
that's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alex.
Well, you don't want to be punting, but you also don't want to be kicking field goals. So, but what starts all those plays?
I knew you would.
It always begins with the long snapper. And I don't know. We haven't heard anything about Fabrone's like shoulder or collarbone. I can't remember what it was, but once he comes back, I'm pretty sure those snaps are going to be immaculate. I'm pretty sure that they're going to be right in Crawshaw's hands, unlike Wattenberg when he snapped it into Bo Nix's hands last year, and Bo Nix is like trying to jump around and catch them all. Yeah, it's going to be. I'm going to go for Boney.
All right.
Now, here's my question, bro.
Yeah.
If Mitchell Fabroni played soccer in Italy, would he be the biggest star, like celebrity player in Italy?
So
Why, 'cause
if he
of his
was,
name?
He's definitely Italian.
wait, so
But what if he was Chinese?
yeah,
Yeah.
If he was China, yeah. I mean, okay. So I guess I'm trying to think of who the big Italian soccer player is. There's a couple of them, but you catch my drift.
yeah. Like, so if he was Italian but long snapping for the Broncos, is that
No,
what
but he
you're
play. If he was a yeah, let's say that. Or maybe if if he was long, I don't even know how you would have the comparison because is there a long snapper in what would be the equivalent? What's another big sport that's in
Like
That's
goalie in soccer?
so a goalie or a defender, or somebody coming off the bench?
But all the soccer people are mad at that comparison, calling goaltender their long
Yeah,
snapper.
it's actually it's more like the water boy. But anyways, I botched it. It went a lot better in my head. But you caught my drift.
Yeah, okay.
I am checking to see if we have the other long snapper still on the roster though. We don't. Looks like we just have Faboni now. So he should be good.
Brony it is, man.
and
Get the jersey.
Don't sleep on the, hopefully we'll be kicking extra points on the field goals. Hopefully we won't be punting much. Hopefully Marvin Mims does have an awesome season. But don't discount the gunners that we signed. What's the wide receiver that we got?
Sherfield?
Sherfield. He's an ace. And then also Q Robinson, the greatest special teams player that Nick Saban ever coached, apparently. So
Wearing the Keith Burns 51.
exactly. So
All right, guys, I got an over-under for you then.
All right.
Over-under 1.5 blocked punts and field goals, just blocks on special teams. You think we go over? Think we get 2?
Oh, we're going over this year, baby.
I would go over. I think-
Darren Rizzi just snorting a line, fucking telling it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Rizzi,
definitely
yeah.
let's go.
Definitely Rizzi.
For sure.
I'd go under because I don't remember us getting any the past 2 years.
Exactly. We didn't have Rizzi though, bro.
That's right.
Dude,
That's
we're due.
true.
We're
I mean,
due.
Riz. It's the pure Riz factor.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go clockwise again. Let's do okay, now this is the bigger question. MVP of the entire offense. Mark.
It was clockwise. Who's first on clockwise for you?
Yeah, Mark, sorry.
Oh yeah.
Clockwise.
Oh man, it is the man, the myth, the legend, the guy who is going to be in the all-pro conversation. He's going to be in the MVP conversation this year. And that is the man, Bo Nix. No doubt about it. I'm so sick of hearing about these sophomore slump, blah, 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 blah. Listen, Drew Brees was amazing. Drew Brees was a Hall of Famer. One of the big reasons why he was so good is because he had Sean Payton as his coach. This is a perfect marriage. And there is absolutely nothing that Bo Nix showed last year to make me not unbelievably confident that he is going to be in the MVP race this year. And I think he's going to have a tremendous second year. So yeah, him.
David, do you have anybody other than Bo?
Yeah. Well, Bo Nix, we all love him, right? He's the next GOAT. But if it's not going to be him, offensive MVP is going to be Cortland Sutton again, man. That's who it's going to be, man. He's going to be another 1,000-yard season, and watch us franchise him. Watch that happen.
Who would you guys say was the offensive MVP last season?
The Cortland Sutton.
Marvin Mims, baby.
See, I still think it's Bo.
Yeah, I would have said Bo.
Oh,
Yeah, it's fun. It's
Bo. Yeah, Bo. Yeah.
I mean, outside of Bo, yeah, it's obviously
outside
Sutton.
of
But
it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you
I
can
would
make the
give it a
argument.
name that's
You
not
can make
Bo.
the argument that Mims was more valuable though, because when he started to get the ball in his hands and make plays, that offense really hit another stride.
It
It's like
did,
with Evan
but
Ingram being in the offense.
it's
yeah.
only because at that point they're basically double teaming Corley.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's always a reason for it. So,
yeah,
but yeah, no, I would agree. I mean, outside
That's-
of Bo, it was definitely Court.
that's the easiest question on here. And then to finish it off, we'll go counterclockwise, starting with Alex. Who's the MVP of the defense this season?
Man, I mean, it's got to be the reigning defensive player of the year, right? Like, nothing more you could say about how ridiculous he has been than showing those graphics of like, oh, he had this wide receiver in prison. And the fact that he does it week after week, man, we've been spoiled as Broncos fans to have watched, the secondary play that we've had over the past 60 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
David, you know what? I skipped one, but you can. Well, I'll give you a chance to answer that one after we're done with the defense. But go ahead, David.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll just give a different name. I think we'll fall in love with this dude. What we already should have. It's Alex. No, it's not Alex Singleton. It's Dre Greenlaw. We're gonna love how this guy's playing inside linebacker, man. We're gonna absolutely love him here.
I like it. Yeah, Mark. Anybody else?
Talanoa Hufanga, baby.
Wow.
Wait until you see the kind of plays this dude's gonna make. Now, I can't assure you that he's gonna stay healthy for the full 17 games, but he's gonna make some plays where you're like, holy shit. How the hell did San Francisco let him go?
Yeah.
He's that good, man. He's gonna be fun to watch back there. And he's gonna get a lot of opportunities. We're locking it.
Yeah, and the fact that we just named 3 players, not named Zach Allen, is pretty wild too. So,
Yeah.
And then the one I skipped accidentally, we'll do the same order. Who is going to be the MVP of the defensive backfield? And now you can obviously pick the same player, but if you.
All right. So I'm not, it feels way too easy to go PS2 here, but I have not said this on Horsepower Hour, and I've wanted to since we've started this show. Man, I am so sick of people like ostracizing Jaquan McMillan and acting like he wasn't that good last year. After we took Jade Barron, everyone was like, oh, it makes sense because yada, yada, yada. When I had heard nothing until the draft about like, oh, maybe we need a nickel. Maybe we need to target nickel. Jaquan McMillan, he's going to be on the field a lot next year, even after we drafted Barron. Like the Broncos, they didn't take Barron because they think Jaquan McMillan sucks. They took Barron because they think Barron's really good. They think he can help us out a lot. But yeah, man, no, down the stretch, I thought Jaquan McMillan was really good. When I think about the guys I was really mad at last year were the liabilities defensively. I think about Barton, Strnad, Locke. And one of the things I see Broncos fans say is, well, when he's bad, he's really bad. I don't agree with that. Like, I don't notice him getting burned on third downs. I don't notice him getting burned in like key moments or anything like I did the other guys last year. So Jaquan McMillan, he's going to have a bounce back. Oh, shit.
We lost Jeremy. He froze.
No, McMillan had a really good last year, though. And I feel like people are just like, I don't know what
Preach.
people are doing.
Preach. Jaquan McMillan is a stud, man. Absolute stud. Now, here's my question. Would you trade him for a 3rd-round pick?
Yeah, probably.
Because again, I don't, at this point of the season, I think it's dumb to just trade guys. Maybe wait until before the trade deadline.
Oh, it'd be
But
so.
he is somebody that it would make sense for the Broncos to look at potentially trading too, because of how deep we are. But I love Jaquan McMillan, bro. He's always been one of my favorite players. Just energy, and he's always making big plays at big moments. Like, yeah, okay, he'll get beat here and there. It happens to everybody. But man, when it counts, dude's a baller. Like the interception that he had against Cleveland was incredible, and then the one that he had in the Panthers game was crazy. I mean, he just turns around, bro, and it was the instincts. Yeah, the dude's he's a really, really fun player to watch, man. Love me some Jaquan. He's only 25. He's still a kid, bro.
Can't believe
he's younger than Bo.
Yeah,
Brock Purdy's younger than Bo Nix, by the way. That's actually kind of crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel about that one.
I know. It's the only thing that kind of bugs me.
That's why we need the dome. because he's gonna be in his mid-30s, sooner rather than later. So we need
Big
to-
E Broncos, that tequila hitting really hard. Hold on. You guys got to highlight that comment. Like, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing?
This is perfect segue because we all know it's PS2, but if it's not PS2, people are starting to talk down on Riley Moss like they were Jaquan McMillan too. And Riley Moss, we were so happy with how he was playing, And Riley Moss essentially is going into his second year because he missed the whole first year. I don't know why, but I think he's going to be our outside boundary corner opposite of PS2, and he's still going to see a lot of targets, and I think he's going to come through.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, thinking that they're going to move Moss to safety, clearly it's just because he's a white corner and he looks like a safety. I mean, let's not
Jim Leonard's
sugarcoat it.
like, come here, play
But who
safety
the
like me.
But who the hell is he going to play safety for? Like, whose place is he going to take? We got Brandon Jones.
after
We got
next year.
Talanoa Hufanga. We've probably got the best safety tandem. One of those guys go down. I'd still rather take PJ Locke, who, by the way, kudos to him for coming back from that injury. That was crazy.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we know why he sucked now. So
Yeah, over Riley Moss, who's never played safety. So,
But I
no,
will
Riley's
say-
going to be the outside guy.
Yeah, we know why he sucked, but the play that I hated the most last year happened week 1, and I don't think he had a fractured back week 1 when he let Geno Smith absolutely juke him for a touchdown.
Kodiak
Maybe
don't
that's
give
what
a
did
shit.
it. Maybe that's
He's
what
like,
did-
nah, I'm standing by. No, I mean, yeah. Yeah, Geno Smith shook him out of his shoes.
I'm standing on business. No, I'm kidding. No, incredible story, and the fact that he even played through that is remarkable.
Yeah.
shook him out of his spine on that one. Yeah.
I wonder who broke his back.
And people don't realize, like, he hasn't really made a lot of money. I mean, it's a lot for some people, but you think about it. If his career ended today, he's like 25 years old, 24 years old. It's not going to be nearly enough money, like, for the rest of his life. So,
Oh yeah.
you can't even use that as an excuse, and he's still hustling to get back. So, yeah, kudos to PJ Locke, man. It's a
Yes.
crazy story.
Respect. Yeah, that's like one of those Bo Nix broke his back. Wait, what? And then you found out that a guy played through a spinal injury like that is.
I got like a knee to knee injury. Like I played my indoor soccer league on Sunday, and I swear to God, yesterday, bro, could barely walk. So not built like that.
Painkillers, man.
Nah, I went painkiller free though. So yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, no. Riley Moss, dude, we got to stop with the safety talk. Dude, he's an awesome corner. What are we talking about? And we gave up
he's dope.
2 draft picks for him. And I think he's already proven to be worth that. Like, being that good of a corner in the league, especially when you have to play on the opposite side of the defensive player of the year, where you're going to get all the balls in every critical moment. Like, no, dude, Riley Moss he's completely,
And he's a
completely
crazy
bald.
athlete. And for some reason, people
Yes.
think he's like small or undersized. Don't know why. Really weird. He's not. He's a big corner. Athletic freak. What's his RAS score, David? Hit me with the RAS. It's at least 9.8. His RAS was ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
He had a 40-inch vert, if I remember, or something like that.
Oh yeah, he had an insane RAS score, 9.68.
Dude,
Yeah,
the
it's
fact
crazy.
that Riley
Yeah, he
Moss
had a
and Cooper
39-inch
DeJean
vertical.
both came out of the same college in Iowa and are like unbelievable corners when there's been a 20-year drought is so crazy. Like, there should
he's
be
from
a 30
Iowa.
for 30. Yeah.
Yeah, he's thoroughbred, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Corn fed.
He's he's
Cornbread.
sick, dude. Mm-hmm.
Corn.
That's
Yeah, I
exactly
don't want to hear the Moss slander
No.
on the horsepower.
Wow. I mean, Eli thinks Barron's gonna. Man, we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. But
I think Barron's the perfect complement. I don't want him.
he's the Joker. He's
Yeah.
the Joker we were looking for all season long. Ironically.
He's our Cooper DeJean.
Well, yeah, and it's great to have him because if if Moss goes down, you put Jaquan in the slot, you move him outside, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You want him to
don't
cover the
forget it.
slot, he can do it. You want him to cover outside, he
We
can do
got
it. So
everybody, man.
Yeah, and Roan's bringing it
our
Calvin's
back.
defense is
good
going to be
too.
sticky stacked.
Yeah.
I think.
Wait until we get McKinney next year from CU, bro.
Dude,
Yeah.
yes.
I think
First
Chris
round.
Abrams Jane could give McMillan a little bit of run for that fourth corner spot.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a good chance McMillan might get traded if a team really loves him.
Yeah.
And
There's a
Damari
shot.
Mathis survived.
Nah, hell no.
Not
Oh,
over KD.
dude. Wow. You listen to one rap song of his and you're like, oh, this guy was meant to be a rap star. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be in the NFL anyways.
I mean,
No
he
doubt.
already-
The guy's what is his grandma's perks, Kodiak, right?
Yeah, I mean, what he already lost his number. Now he's going to lose his cornerback 5 spot. So,
He actually hasn't lost his number yet. They're sharing 27.
oh, I didn't know that. So it's like
Yeah.
college now.
How
It's
does
like
that
Because
college.
they allow it in the preseason, offensive and defensive players. Yeah.
They're basically like, there's one number and there's a tryout. Whoever wins gets the number.
Yeah.
That's
The guy
so
that we
weird.
signed from the UFL, Mario Goodrich, he'll happily take Damari Mathis' spot.
Oh
Easily.
yeah, I forgot we got him too. Yeah, we're loaded.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
loaded.
We are good.
Jeremy, was that all the prophecy?
That was
question?
it. That was it. Yeah, I forgot the defensive backfield, but you guys, offensive defense was the last. I want to keep those. I was saving those for last because it's like the overall. You know, I guess you could go the whole team, but it's basically it's either going to be probably Bo Nix or
Yeah,
PS2
man.
probably.
That was great. I gotta get to bed, y'all. But we're gonna do horsepower hour next week a little bit earlier. I think maybe an hour earlier. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Everybody,
Yeah.
Eli for the super chat, Biggie
Yes.
Bronco, Respect My Co's, Andy, Rowan, all you guys.
Yeah.
Kodiak, Mark, are y'all doing overtime over on your channels?
Yep. So,
Sure is, bro.
Yep, we will get that set up here. And yeah, just give us another like 5 or 10 minutes and we will be over there on Kodiak Broncos podcast or Marquee Sports Denver. So go ahead and check us out. And also to anybody watching the replay, if you're still watching us to this point, you probably fell asleep with your TV on, but hit the like button and subscribe to whichever channel you're watching on.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. And Mark, big thanks again for putting together Mile High Mind Games, man. This
Oh
was
yeah,
a-
man.
It
It
was a
was
lot
my
of
pleasure,
fun.
bro. I had a good time.
All right.
Yeah, that was
y'all
so
have a
fun.
great night. We'll
Appreciate you,
we'll
man.
see y'all next Tuesday and go Broncos.
Go Broncos, baby.
Go Broncos,
Peace.
baby.
God bless Bo Nix. That sacrifice is grabbed.